Hello, Internet! My name is Hayley, and I'm a big friggin' nerd. So I figured the best way to get you guys to know who I am is to make a little survey about what makes me such a big dork. And then next week, you're gonna get one about my board game obsession. But first, let's get to that general survey of what makes me such a dang nerd. The nerdiest thing about me is my Disney obsession. So my first question is, what is your favorite Disney and Pixar movie? My favorite character is Peter Pan, as you can probably see my obsession right here. I actually have to say that my favorite movie isn't an animated. My favorite Disney movie is Mary Poppins. Whenever I'm sick or feeling a little bit down, that is the movie that I go to. Favorite Pixar is hands down Toy Story. Who doesn't love Toy Story? Even if it's not your favorite, I don't think there's a single person in the world who doesn't like Toy Story. If you don't, you need to change your life. Who is your favorite superhero? This is a huge question for me. It is Medusa, Queen of the Inhumans. There's one fictional character that I want to be. It's Medusa. She just commands a room when she walks into it. She just flips that long hair, strong steel, and she just walks in there and she's like, this is how it's gonna go. She's just fabulous. Who is your favorite villain? Now, I am definitely a Marvel girl, but my favorite villain is Scarecrow. I was really sold on him in actually the first book that really got me into comics, The Long Halloween, and he really won me over in Arkham Asylum. Like, he's just creepy, and then don't even get me started on Cillian Murphy playing him, because Cillian Murphy, amazing. Favorite anime? I didn't grow up with anime, I've really only gotten into it in the past couple of years, but my favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z. When I first discovered it, I fell in love. I have never related to a character more than Gohan. I know a lot of people are gonna hate on me for liking Gohan so much. He was good before he put on that green tracksuit, you know it. Which Hogwarts house do you belong to? This is the most difficult question I've ever had to answer in my nerd life, because I feel like I don't have an identity when it comes to Harry Potter houses. I always related to Gryffindor, or, you know, it's the main house. Kind of, I feel like everybody at one point just wants to be in Gryffindor. I took the Pottermore quiz and I got Hufflepuff. And it took me a really long time, but I finally accepted it, that I was a Hufflepuff. And then recently I took it again, and it put me in Slytherin. And then I took the long quiz, and I was in Ravenclaw. I really have no Harry Potter house identity. But if I really had to make a decision based on the type of person that I am, I would probably say that I'm a Huffleclaw. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? For me, that would have to be telekinesis. You can just lift stuff with your eyes, or not your eyes, but your brain, you know, that works. You look at it with your eyes. You lift stuff with your brain, which is really good for me because I'm a tiny little woman and these fists aren't very strong. But if I could lift things with my brain, I think I would be a real winner. What is your favorite video game? Now, I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm not a big gamer. I'm really terrible at it. But I would say that probably the game that has given me the most enjoyment playing has been Arkham Asylum. It's one of the few games I've gotten all the way through, and it's just a solid game. Favorite board game? Now, any of my friends can tell you because it's always my go-to choice. My favorite board game is the Deck Builder Legendary. Marvel Legendary to be specific. I'm very grateful for how popular this game is because there's always new characters being added to it, new mechanics. It's keeping the game fresh. That's what I love about the game in general, is that unlike a lot of other deck builders, there's always something new, and if you haven't played it, I strongly recommend that you go pick it up. I'm sure at some point on this channel you will have seen about 50 videos dedicated to Legendary itself. If you live in Westeros and you could kill one character, who would it be? It has to be, I would say, someone who is currently alive. I'm sorry, but I personally would kill Arya off. And I know that that would get George R.R. Martin divorced, so it's probably never gonna happen. So good for all of you Arya fans, but her story, man, it's just not doing it for me. Like, I feel like a lot of people would say Cersei, but at least she's keeping things interesting. I like a good villain, and she's killing it right now, so I don't want to kill her. Arya can go. You walk outside your front doorstep and you see the TARDIS there. Which doctor is picking you up? Come on, David Tennant, 10th Doctor. He's my doctor. And I started watching the show with 9. My friend wanted me to get started from the beginning of the new stuff, but she showed it to me with the intention of trying to show me David Tennant stuff. Like, she really talked the dude up. And David Tennant is my doctor. My final question is, if you could live in any fictional universe, what would it be? I think after I've really learned this universe and gotten myself more into it, I have to say Star Wars. I love, there's so many worlds that you could possibly live on, like Endor, and hang out with the little tiny Ewoks, and Kashyyyk, and hang out with the giant friggin' Wookiees, and, you know, Princess Leia. I would like to be Princess Leia's best friend. She's a national treasure. So that was my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited to get this channel going. Please comment down below. I would love to hear what your answers to my survey would be. I'll see you guys next week.